Hello everyone, I hope you all are having a blessed day. Today we're going to take a trip down to Boston, Massachusetts. A former Boston High School dean, already in prison for shooting a student recruited to deal drugs, has pleaded guilty to a federal gang-related charge. Shunharrion, 63, who was known by students at the English High School as Rev, pled guilty in Boston federal court on Tuesday.
During closing arguments today, prosecutors say Shunharrion, a former English high school dean and self-described reverend, was living a lie.
He's a drug dealer. Dealt with drugs. Was found in his apartment. He is a drug dealer. That is the motive.
Prosecutors say Harrison shot a 17-year-old student in 2015. They say he put a gun to the back of Luis Rodriguez's head and pulled the trigger, nearly killing him. Rodriguez says Harrison shot him after recruiting him to sell drugs. But Harrison's lawyer suggests Rodriguez was shot by someone else in a drug deal gone bad. Harrison's lawyer also says his client was questioned a day after the shooting, admitting to police he had guns in his apartment and an expired firearms ID card.
He's just basically said, go to my house, you'll find those weapons. And that's not the behavior of somebody who tried to shoot somebody the night before, inviting him into his house so they could find evidence that might tie him to his crime.
Harrison is facing several charges, including for armed assault with intent to murder. The jury will continue deliberations tomorrow.
This is corruption at its finest. Can you imagine your kids going to a school like this? This man ought to be ashamed of himself. This is terrible. I'm just glad the 17-year-old student, Mr. Rodriguez, lived to tell the tale. I think it was just time for this man to be brought to justice. I mean, he's in his 60s now. How long has he been corrupting this school? Sometimes justice don't come speedily to the wicked, but it was time for this man to be brought to justice. I have 6 brothers, and I'm glad neither one of them fell in the hands of this man right here.
Adding everything up, Shunharrion will spend up to 26 years behind bars, the judge choosing maximum penalties for the crimes. The young victim and his family very emotional today in this final step towards justice. A tearful and tight embrace in a Boston courtroom today after an emotional message on the stand.
I cannot begin to explain the pain I felt in my heart March 3rd, 2015, when I saw my nephew laying in a hospital bed.
Young Luis Rodriguez in the courtroom today, many say miraculously survived being shot in the head 3 years ago as a teenager. The gunman now convicted, 58-year-old Shunharrion, a former dean at Boston English High School, who prosecutors say enlisted the 17-year-old student to sell drugs, then planned an attack when displeased with the sales.
The defendant's conduct in this case was that of an assassin. He valued Lewis's life as worthless.
Wiping away tears, Lewis's family listened as his aunt asked the court to give Harrison the maximum sentence.
Mr. Shunharrion nearly took an innocent life and left him for dead. He corrupted minority children who are already disadvantaged.
The judge laid out maximum penalties for all the charges, so Harrison will spend at least 23 years behind bars.
May God forgive you, sir, because we will not.
The judge gave Harrison the maximum penalty on the gun charges. He wanted to make a statement about the prevalence and seriousness of gun violence. At the Suffolk Superior Courthouse, Sarah Conji, WCVB News Center 5.
So the dean claims the reason for him shooting the 17-year-old young man is because he got scared and thought that he was going to rat him out and take down his whole enterprise. A school of horror is what this man was creating for these students. Instead of helping these students to be all that they can be, he's creating criminals and pushers and sellers. You all make sure you're lifting your children up in prayer. It's a wicked world we living in, and it's getting more corrupt by the day. I had to share this story because it was kind of mind-boggling to me. And sometimes we think our kids are safe once they go to school, but not anymore.
May God forgive you, sir, because we will not. There's no way we can ever repay you for your hard work.
Is there anything else?
Okay, so I just wanted to share this story with you all for those of you that haven't seen it yet. And I would like to know what y'all think about this. So we're coming to the end of this video. If you guys can please hit that like button, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.